Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet, it's us. Everything seems impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us, except at their front door.
It's worth a shot, but our allies aren't strong enough to fight a prolonged battle. We could be signing their death warrants. But it's the best plan we've got.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
There's still much we could do to prepare, but we may all yet survive the day.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. We're not ready, but we can be. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest. Then we'll take care of outstanding business.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his Griffin trading is coming along. Want to come with me to Arlathan?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Hey, Laura. Okay? Oh. Yeah.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full. When you're ready.
We're getting close to the end of this, but it's hard to focus with Minrathous still drowning. There must be more we can do.
Have a look and keep my stores full. Safe travels.
Let's go.
Pardon me, Spite, I didn't catch all of that. While I don't wish to dissuade you, I can't recommend that course. Oh. Oh. Well, it's a sign of considerable growth, asking for guidance. You should be proud.
Emric, stop encouraging him. Spite does not need to learn fire.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So, are you two okay now? Since you didn't kill Ilario, I mean.
We still hurt him. That humiliation in front of everyone, he'll never forgive that. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How is your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of Dragonbone. She's pretending not to be upset by Hilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Hilario or the Venatori. I suppose the Crows have had worse first Talons.
It must feel good to just relax with a cup of coffee and not worry about everything.
I'm not sure Spite's enjoying it, but yes.
What is it?
What does that mean, exactly?
He doesn't eat, but a promise is a promise. I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Rook. Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute. Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Save the hassle and go straight to bribery. If it's edible, it'll do.
That's cheating. No shortcuts.
Whatever gets the job done.
There won't be any candied yams around when real poachers show up.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hulla are in trouble. An Antam hunter's nearby. Attack!
No, 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 no!
Got it!
Over we go.
Get ready.
Have you considered my suggestion?
Reading to Spide, to bring us closer.
Might I suggest some classic tragedies? Or perhaps you're in the mood for the old epic poems?
I think that art merchant with information on the Arntom lives near here.
About that subject from before.
Hello? Are you alright? Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Arntom. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Arntom are up to. Those Arntom villains haven't shown up again, to my relief.
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Arntom are stealing pieces of art. Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Arntom stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Busy as anything, but no help to be found anywhere.
The Antam have scared people off, but the crows are after him. You'll see.
How's business?
Can't complain.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
Simply waltzing off with that man's goods was brazen, even for the Antam.
It cannot be for coin. There are faster ways to fill their coffers.
That merchant said they're stockpiling stolen art at a camp in the Drowned district. Let's start there. We're close to that camp where the Antam took that merchant's stolen stuff.
They're at range.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Antam are doing with it. Nothing here.
There's nothing of interest here either.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him. That merchant who said the Antam stole his artwork, he's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
And so he purposefully sent us off on a wild chase.
The note said the Antam... Okay. We're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Impressive, Rook!
All right. Let's find out what the Antom and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Antom are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
Alchemy is fraught with peril at the best of times. Adding in enchanted components...
We must go to Teyandiago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Have you considered my suggestion?
Reading to spy, to bring us closer.
Might I suggest some classic tragedies? Or perhaps you're in the mood for the old epic poems?
I think I'll let Spy pick.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. The Butcher was making Kamek. It's a poison that sedates people, warps their minds.
A large portion of his Kamek went missing. Would you like to guess the culprit?
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
They're not doing this to Treviso. Not to my city.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the Crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobo stormed off earlier, angry at Ivenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Ivenchi's Kamek and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Anton make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The Crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
It worked. The Crows have harried the Antam, and Ivenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all.
I keep the Crows well stocked. You're welcome to it. Safe travels.
Seems like a lot of work, making corpses walk around.
The effort involved varies, depending on the deceased.
I meant that it creates work. People to watch the undead, people to build the necropolis, gardeners to tend to the ground, tailors to make all the fancy clothes for Skep.
There's the garrison. On to the garrison and the governor. We clear the garrison this time. Eventually's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow the governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
Antom, get ready.
We have
The Antom aren't gonna make this easy.
a clean strike.
Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antom...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
Moron. Okay, now for Avenchi.
I know you're there, Rook! I'm ready!
Something amiss is in the air.
Wait! Are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working.
Now's your chance.
You're a fool to fight me!
You're the fool to go up against a crow, Avenchi.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you crows, you ruined everything.
Ruined? Rook took your measure.
Antea, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antam. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenshi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
By House Deriva's rules, Jacobus can claim the contract.
That's ridiculous.
It's justice.
You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows goaded the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenshi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You are certain of this path? And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No. Her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
I finished the contract. That's all that matters to a crow.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Evenshi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan crow.
This is great. We're long overdue for good news.
I couldn't believe it either. I only got this because you went out to face Evenshi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans. People with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
Jacobus Igrativi. It's a glorious mouthful of a name.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you're a damn fine crow. Remember that.
It seems like a lot of work, making corpses walk around.
The effort involved varies, depending on the deceased.
I meant that creation.
Get clear!
The Venatori dropped a note.
You were saying? I meant that it creates work. People to watch the undead, people to build the necropolis, gardeners to tend to the grounds, tailors to make all the fancy clothes for skeletons, jewelers.
Every one of these gets us a little further. A Venatori traitor.
Good to know.
Let's dig around some more. Are you Chance Candide? Found your journal. Couldn't help reading something about Venatori.
Ah, you've become embroiled in our local mystery. If you wish to help, let me shed some light. Venatori were spotted lurking in places where the crows conduct confidential business.
What can we do?
It would be a great help if you could search near our dead drops in the flooded district. That's where Venatori were last spotted. Please look for any clues as to what our spies are after.
Your coin helps, and there's some good bargains out there for you. See you again.
It seems like a lot of work, making corpses walk around.
The effort involved varies, depending on the deceased.
I meant that it creates work. People to watch the undead, people to build the necropolis, Gardeners to tend to the grounds. Tailors to make all the fancy clothes for skeletons. Jewelers. The Grand Necropolis. It keeps Navarra afloat, doesn't it? Through wars and blights and disasters.
It's been our bulwark for... Oh, you mean fiscally? Yes, I suppose.
Like Antiva and the Crows. You start where we leave off. The Drowned District has had other names, but none stuck. Antivans love drama.
A significant amount of effort goes into preventing just this sort of trouble in the necropolis. I couldn't imagine the mess if this took hold.
I knew it. I knew the crows would come through.
Did you? Now that the Antum are losing?
I have no doubt. Of course.
Wine glasses? Like people were toasting a deal.
Not a vintage I've seen on any crow thing.
Biago wouldn't be caught dead with any wine that wasn't twice as expensive as this.
She went over to the Antam quickly.
Another secret note between a crow and a Venatori. That's our third note by these Crow and Venatori spies. Half of these letters are written in a cipher I can't make out. Let's talk to Chance.
don't seem fond of Nagara's nobility, do
The demands of the great houses are endless.
you? Yet, you love all those tombs they build in the Grand Necropolis.
Oh, the gentry are perfectly fine once they've passed on.
Into the hands of necromancers.
Death plays no favorites. Besides, the nobility are much quieter once interred in their crypt palaces.
Chance? We found notes from the Crow and Venatori spies, but parts of them are in code.
Ah, thank you. This may yet help trace their movements. Give me a while to break the cipher on these letters.
Always eager for your business. Come back soon.
This haunting, to our chagrin, was once one of our own Fade explorers.
He delved where he should not.
Emmerich intends to petition for Manfred's full apprenticeship.
He must be trained.
Yes. He'll require etiquette classes at once.
There's that haunting Myrna mentioned. The Fade Explorer.
It's Paul Reldevar.
me why.
That was Ernest Reldevar, a scholar who attempted to delve into the deepest regions of the Fade. What's left of the unfortunate man tends to wander.
There are no further signs of the Venatori. However, we may wish to send some back as cautionary examples to the rest.
Yes.
I took care of that Fade Explorer.
We are greatly indebted.
He can now rest for a time.
Our collegial allies in the Fade have informed us of several undead banding together.
They have begun to seek blood. How go your inquiries?
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Draken at the Royal Theatre tomorrow night.
Wait. The lyrium dagger's vibrating like a song in a wine glass. Are those voices?
We sail.
Lucanus, it's your turn to cook tonight, isn't it?
It is. Did you need something?
If it's possible to make a side dish without meat or seafood in it, perhaps?
I'll make a run to the markets. It won't be a problem. How do you feel about
intrusion?
What's wrong? Is it the undead we've been fighting?
Corruption seeps in, Dweller. It overflows here. Staunch it.
What were we talking about? I'll make a run to the markets. It won't be a problem. How do you feel about cheese?
I've been known to indulge now and then.
There's gotta be some way to close them. Did your gods give you that throne? Get up and fight! Here it comes.
And it appears to be regenerating.
That should weaken it.
Assassin's nightmare!
It's weakening the Fade tag. Keep going.
A wellspring prey.
They got Fade Tear and that Revenant. All that's left is its essence. Better get this where it's needed.
Do all the Watchers wear a small fortune in gold, Emmerich?
It's a grave dowry. Mementos to catch the eye or stir the heart.
Don't thieves go after it?
Certainly not in Navarra. I did encounter bandits in Neanderfels recently, but a few minor shades put them off.
Of course.
the deeper currents.
I didn't want to reveal my ignorance earlier, Lucanus, but is that an authentic Rossoletto in Viago's quarters?
He'll be thrilled you noticed.
I used to see an Orlesian woman, an art appraiser.
Did you?
Decades ago, dearest. But one picks up things.
Including by your lathe.
Now, where were we?
Including by your lathe.
Look, the statue that controls those bridges is broken. Doesn't matter. We can figure this out. There's a haunting. We finished off a whole group of skeletons.
Interesting that they banded together.
It availed them not.
We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down.
I've heard another landscape has been added to your collection.
It grows.
There. It's a haunting.
To fly away.
A figure intended to frighten, though not like this.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hosberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again.
Midnight brings music from the depths.
I'm unsure, my friend.
The Venatori won't be bothering you anymore.
There are whispers from the levels below.
Would you return? We shall meet again.
So I'm supposed to just accept a vendetta because of an accident at birth?
A dragon here? I never thought.
Is that a candle hop? It must be the haunting.
Thing would give me nightmares if I slept at night.
Evermore to... Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation. We've an unseen visitor.
They pass on.
Who dies next? Latest chapter.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
We're battling two gods. Who is ever truly ready for that? But they'll be prepared. I know they will.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elganon and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another... Elganon.
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elganon just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
We were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
The gods were way too quiet after Arlathan. I should have known something was wrong.
No one could have anticipated this escalation.
Doesn't matter now. We're stuck with it.
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
But there's no one else I'd rather do this with. No one. So let's stop the gods, whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. I'll talk to Emmerich before we go. See how he's doing.
Darling, I'm just finishing reviewing my bequeathments. It made me consider a topic I must broach. The eve before we kill a god, my thoughts turn to mortality and what we are to each other.
All right.
Even under the best circumstances, you will outlive me, Rook. You've grown to mean much to me, and I care for you, Rook. Deeply. But there are such years between us, I shouldn't heap you with that burden.
You care about me? That's so sweet.
That's not what we're discussing.
It could be.
If I'd known you'd waylay my point,
Are you gonna do this every time we go up against something dangerous?
I wish to approach things with a clear head.
Or you're overthinking everything.
One of us needs to consider these things.
Maybe one of us just needs to admit that he's scared. Look, let's pack. Eat before we face a god, right?
As you say. Don't start.
Why does Emmerich have to... I mean, I know he's just... I should talk with Varric, too. Get any last advice for killing a god. Varric, I hope I'm not, interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I didn't ask to be the one making all the decisions.
But you did it anyway. And that's why they look up to you. They know you're fighting a lot of thankless battles, so they don't have to. It's one of the reasons they're worried about you.
I think the world deserves more than me leading the charge. But I'll think about what you said.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antom army over there.
Doesn't change what we came to do. The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before, and I've got the stone on my side.
Lace? Hold on.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Harding's right. This requires a good scout.
I'll take care of it. I promise.
I'll take the rest of us, and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solus's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
Elgernon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
We should go. Wish me a little luck.
You got it. Harding.
Like you said back at the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
All right. Not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted. There! That must be where the gods are making the dagger.
The way their ritual's already bending the Fade. We must hurry.
Well, so much for that.
Before they wake the alarm.
Intruders, take arms!
You heard the Kunari.
They've got mortars! mercenaries? The Antam aren't taking any chances. Sounds like a lot more Antam across the bay.
What is all that?
Something about Gillenane giving them world-crushing power? Must be Harding's team distracting the Antam. I hope they're all right.
Snipers!
Mercenaries again. They have mages.
Not for long.
Antam Reaver!
Of you to seek me out, Rook. We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elganon.
He said my name. In spite.
darling? I wanted to say...
Yeah, about that argument.
It's no time to apologize, is it?
We'll talk back home, Emmerich. I promise. What did this place used to be?
This isn't the first time blood's been shed here. There are old deaths trapped in these walls.
More mercenaries!
We can't let them slow us down.
Blight, watch your step.
If the gods finish their dagger, open the Fade and unleash all the Blight. Even Solus was terrified of that.
At least the Dread Wolf recognizes the followers.
Your loyalty will be rewarded. Gillenane and I must complete our task before we join you. But this magic we harness will transform the world. And all those within it.
Getting closer to where the gods are making their dagger.
Artom! We sense intruders, the same mortals who defied us at Whitehoft. A human mage, versed in death. A spite demon and its host. There are others. Find them. Bring us what remains.
So much for surprise.
We have to hurry. The Artom will be looking everywhere after hearing that. Harding.
Rook, hey!
Harding, are you okay?
We drew off some on Tom, but you have to hurry. More on the way.
Can you open the way out of here?
I think so. Let me look.
I think not.
How's it looking, Harding?
I need a bit more time. There, the doors are open. More Artom are coming. We'll draw them off.
Be careful. We'll meet you above.
things I would have of you, Rook. Draw closer, you will learn what they are.
Elganon again.
Just more talk.
Ugh. A lot more blight on this side.
Antam ahead.
Untom, the intruders remain. One has an instrument from the dreadful.
The gods know we have Solus's dagger.
Our ritual gathers momentum. Power. It cannot be interrupted by mortals. I set my creation to assist your hunt.
Oh no. Darkspawn! Did you see that flash of green light? That's a tear in the Fade.
The god's magic is already thinning the barriers.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Elganon can't unleash the Blight. That Fade tear's blocking the way. We have to set it off. That Fade tear. Getting near it feels like being ripped to shreds.
Gillenane emanated the entire Fade here. Fade's hair is hazardous to anyone coming near them.
We can't hold him off much longer.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
There's more blight in our path.
We've got to clear it out to get to the gods.
They know we're here!
Fade tears again.
Remember to keep your distance. No such thing!
And the first meal I feed it will be your hearts.
Got it! Everyone in!
Another Fade Tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane. Quickly.
Wait! There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
Nev, get those wards down. Carefully.
I'm on it.
I'll keep this Fade Tear in check while you work, but with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
Ha! Got it!
Nice going.
Sure, but let's walk out careful. The gods will have a trap or two.
That is a certainty. I'll take the greatest care, ensuring your Tevinter mage knows the new face of her empire. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elganon and Gillenane are still on the island. We can save Nev if we hurry.
Elganon will pay for this.
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
We can divide their attention.
Good idea. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Harding and the others keep out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
He kills Gillenane, and then we save Nev.
All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elganon's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
I don't care what these damn gods try, or what they want. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
And then Elganon. We'll hold Gillenane's attention until Lucanus has a clear shot.
Good luck, Harding.
Like we said, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.
Perfect for an ambush.
I hear Darkspawn.
The first age of gods was a time of conquest. The second age of gods saw wonders built. Then came flight, pride, betrayal. And the third age of gods was... The child of the stone.
Get around her so we... Holding!
She hears you not. Solus is cunning, persuasive. He is loyal to nothing but his own fears.
Right behind you!
Once the fight is fully ours, all wardens who ever lived could not stand against us.
We'll see.
So few of you remain. Small.
Emric?
Desperate.
Davrin?
Fearful. For your transgressions, little rook, you face a god alone.
Okay.
Thanks to you, dearest. Now, to the fight!
I have not forgotten my archdemon's death! That debt will be paid with your companion's blood!
hiding?
You need to free Lucanus. He's got Solus's dagger. We can't kill Gillenane without him.
We'll find him.
Gillenane, the ritual is nearly complete. You must keep them away. They are resistant.
I've got you.
Behold your current age. Fragile, aimless, lost. We are the only beings in this world who can cleanse and tame the blight. Use it to rebuild the old glories. You've done naught but destroy them.
You and Elganon are trapped by the past, just like Solus. You had your chance, each one of you. And we don't owe you a thing.
Whatever it takes.
No. We had such plans. Elganon.
Regret this.
The Fate's still ripping itself apart.
The dagger! Rook! You must break its contact with Gillenane!
Lucanus? Lucanus!
And so you have your victory. You live, and Gillenane does not. Are you not proud? You finally reached this moment. Or did you think you'd win the day without some painful sacrifice?
That dragon raised Minrathous. Where were you?
No one's retreating.
Archdemons attacking the north.
You and your friends stood against the gods. Your courage is laudable.
Solus?
But mortals cannot win this battle. I am sorry it is what must be.
I did everything for you, Rook. You're worthless.
Varric never believed in your ability.
Never until you failed us all.
What fate cuts your conscience now, I wonder?
Nev.
Blood on your hands.
Your friend is dead.
Dead and gone.
Your fault.
Regret, like all emotions, is a powerful thing. It can bruise us, break us, or blind us to the truth. Regret is even strong enough to serve as the lock on a prison built to hold gods. But such a prison can hold any captive. Even you. You were never ready to make the sacrifices that leadership requires. So through our connection, I molded you into someone the prison would accept in my place.
Varric?
Your work is done.
What? This is... This is where we talked when I was dreaming. But I'm not dreaming. Has to be some way out of here. Just have to find it. I have to get back to the team.
Hey, kid. Come on. Solus found a way out. Now you need to find yours.
Varric? He's not here. Of course he's not. So how do I get out? Solus said this prison was built to hold gods.
Built to hold gods. And locked. I told you the enchantments were dangerous. You chose me anyway. trusted you, and it got me killed.
You're right. You're my friend, Nev. But we had to get those wards down. I made a choice. I live with the choices I make. The successes and the failures. We all believed in what we were fighting for. What we're still fighting for. And Nev knew what it might cost.
She did, kid. We all did. Because you always chose the hard truth over the easy lie. Solus, on the other hand.
Everyone's a pawn. Allies, even friends. He'll sacrifice them without a thought. Isn't that what pawns are for?
Harding.
Whatever it takes. Your words, weren't they? And you were right. You gave so much to all of us. You reminded me that what I feel isn't who I am. That I know the world is good and that I love the people in it. You did everything for the team. Brought us together, held us together when no one else could. And you never wavered, not once. So how could I?
Take care of the team for me. That's what Varric told me. And we were more than just a team. We were friends. But now you're gone. And the fight's not over. So I promise you this. I'm going to get out of here. Stop Elganon, stop Solus. And save the world. I'll make sure your sacrifice was worth it.
Great job, kid. Now, what about mine?
That's
where it all began.
What am I gonna see there?
I think you already know.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca. You need to listen!
Varric! Varric! Harding!
Rook.
Solus killed you. His friend. You tried to talk to him, to reason with him. And he cut you down.
Pretty sure he didn't mean to.
It doesn't matter. You're still dead.
Yeah. Sorry about that, kid.
You know, I think I knew the truth. Deep down. But I couldn't face it.
Why not?
Because it would mean admitting that I let you die.
Shit. Didn't you learn anything from this place? I made the choice. To talk to him, to try to reach him, even knowing the risks. Because he was my friend. My decision, my sacrifice. And you don't get to take that from me.
But...
Every story's got an ending. This one just came a little earlier than I planned.
All this time, Harding and Nev... Why didn't anyone tell me?
They thought you knew. You're the only one that wasn't in on it.
But they talked to you, I remember.
Nope. They talked to you. Or to themselves. You just filled in the blanks. Time to finish this story. Your story. I just know the ending's going to be killer.
What happens now? To you?
I'll disappear. Go back to just being a memory.
Right.
Hey, don't get all misty-eyed on me, okay? I had a good run, and I don't regret a second of it.
What about Solus?
I would have said you can talk to him. Get him to listen. But I tried that, and, well, we know how that went. You're going to have to fight him. Because if he doesn't end the world, doesn't restore the ancient magic, then he's not the misunderstood hero, fighting for the greater good. He's just someone who's hurt a lot of people. And he'll never let himself be that.
So how do I get out of here?
Listen to your team. Like you always do.
This way. It's thinner here.
Better be right.
They're waiting for you. Just take it one step at a time.
Goodbye, Varric. And thank you.
Look!
Looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. You already have everything you need.
There! A light!
We've got something. Get ready.
I am Elganon, first of the firstborn, last of the Evenuris. Come to reign over you with fine and gentle hand. Citizens of Minrathous, give yourself to me. Together we shall unleash magic so glorious, so limitless, that all the world will be transformed.
He seized control of the Archon's palace?
While the Magisterium was in full session, only the Venatori seemed to have survived.
How were the Shadow Dragons?
Still fighting, last we heard. But Elgernon's blighted the city, and the Venatori magically sealed the gates. No one's getting in or out.
Even the Minrathous Eluvians went dark. We can't check in with the Shadow Dragons. If it weren't for Solus, they'd already be dead.
Solus?
He got to Minrathous just before the gates were sealed. He saved some civilians and killed some Venatori.
Now people are rallying behind the Dreadwolf, like he's the only one who can save them.
He's using the Shadow Dragons and anyone else he can to give him a clear shot at Elganon. Then he finishes his ritual and the whole world drowns in demons.
He can't hurt Elgar'nan yet. That archdemon makes him invulnerable.
Right. Solus needs to kill it first.
And once that's done, Solus goes for Elgar'nan with the dagger he took from us.
That's why we need to get to Solus first.
He's not going to be happy when he sees you've escaped from his trap.
That's his problem. He's got the dagger, and the dagger is the only thing that can kill Elganon. We need to get it back.
We did attempt to create a dagger to replace the one Solus took.
It looks similar, even feels similar, but it won't cut through enchantments like the real one does.
So it cannot kill Elgar'nan.
Looks real enough.
But it is not. We don't have the right weapon to take down our target, and we lost too much killing Gillenane. We have no idea where Neve is or what Elgar'nan is doing to her.
And Harding is... she's gone.
I know I'm not the only one who didn't make it off that island. We lost Neve. We lost Harding. So let's remember them. Remember what they sacrificed. And let's honor them by finishing the job. Get a message to anyone who's still out there. Tell them we're gonna stop Elganon, and we need their help to do it. Then fix up your gear and take care of any unfinished business. In the morning, we take back Minrathous.
Darling, are you certain you're all right?
No, but I will be.
Rook, let us send word to all our allies. Your only task for now should be to rest. I hope you're feeling more yourself soon. I'll be back. Rook, dearest, please trust me. I must take you to the necropolis before we confront Elganon.
I trust you, Emmerich.
Thank you, darling.
Did we have to risk visiting the necropolis?
I needed its subtler enchantments to detect what we must know. There's no mark of the cursed Solus left on you. Darling, I thought I'd lost you forever in the Fade.
If you and the others hadn't pulled me out... Know what I kept thinking in the Fade, Emmerich? I wasn't afraid I'd die. I was afraid I'd be there forever.
You're not. You're here with me.
I did have someone to come back to.
Rook? I was going to fetch some breakfast. Would you like anything? Come again?
What time is it?
It's nearly dawn. I've been up for an hour.
Of course you're an early riser.
I like to take my exercise in the morning.
That's nice. Peaceful down here. You could almost pretend nothing's wrong up top.
When I'm with you, it feels as if there isn't.
We could stay here just a little longer.
What are you... If you insist.
Did we have to risk visiting the necropolis?
I needed its subtler enchantments to detect what we must know. There's no mark of the cursed Solus left on you. Darling, I thought I'd lost you forever in the Fade.
If you and the others hadn't pulled me out... Know what I kept thinking in the Fade, Emmerich? I wasn't afraid I'd die. I was afraid I'd be there forever.
You're not. You're here with me.
I did have someone to come back to.
Rook? I was going to fetch some breakfast. Would you like anything? Come again?
What time is it?
It's nearly dawn. I've been up for an hour.
Of course you're an early riser.
I like to take my exercise in the morning.
That's nice. Peaceful down here. You could almost pretend nothing's wrong up top.
When I'm with you, it feels as if there isn't.
That's sweet.
I do mean it. Whatever's in store for us, together, my darling, that's how we'll face it.
I know. Did we have to risk visiting the necropolis?
I needed its subtler enchantments to detect what we must know. There's no mark of the cursed Solus left on you. Darling, I thought I'd lost you forever in the Fade.
If you and the others hadn't pulled me out... Know what I kept thinking in the Fade, Emmerich? I wasn't afraid I'd die. I was afraid I'd be there forever.
You're not. You're here with me.
I did have someone to come back to.
Rook? I was going to fetch some breakfast. Would you like anything? Come again?
What time is it?
It's nearly dawn. I've been up for an hour.
If you didn't have stately good looks, this would be a problem.
Is that yes to breakfast?
Maybe later. Peaceful down here. You could almost pretend nothing's wrong up top.
When I'm with you, it feels as if there isn't.
We could stay here just a little longer.
What are you... If you insist.
Did we have to risk visiting the necropolis?
I needed its subtler enchantments to detect what we must know. There's no mark of the cursed Solus left on you. Darling, I thought I'd lost you forever in the Fade.
If you and the others hadn't pulled me out... Know what I kept thinking in the Fade, Emmerich? I wasn't afraid I'd die. I was afraid I'd be there forever.
You're not. You're here with me.
I did have someone to come back to.
Rook? I was going to fetch some breakfast. Would you like anything? Come again?
What time is it?
It's nearly dawn. I've been up for an hour.
If you didn't have stately good looks, this would be a problem.
Is that yes to breakfast?
Maybe later. Peaceful down here. You could almost pretend nothing's wrong up top.
When I'm with you, it feels as if there isn't.
That's sweet.
I do mean it. Whatever's in store for us, together, my darling. That's how we'll face it.
I know.